finish that portions. And the next topic is basic geometrical ideas. The next topic is basic geometrical ideas. From this lesson onwards, we are going to discuss about the geometrical part. So what does mean by geometry? So geometry is nothing but it's the word. It came from the word geometron. This geometry, this word is came from the Greek word geometron. Geometron. So what is the meaning of this geometron? This geo is nothing but it's a earth. So geo is a earth. And the metron, the meaning of metron is a measurement. The meaning of measurement. The meaning of metron is measurement. So the word, this geometry is came from the word Greek word. It's a Greek word, and actually the meaning of this, actually the concept of this geometry is geometron. Geometry. Geometron. Geo is earth and the metron is measurement. So measuring the earth. So actually just imagine the earth is nothing but it is one object. It's looking like one figure. It's looking like one picture. It's looking like one figure, isn't it? There is a one solid figure. It's one solid figure, isn't it? So how to measure this kind of figures? So we are going to discuss in everything, the measurement of the figures, such kind of figures in geometrical parts. Actually, in our day-to-day life, in every way we are using these geometrical concepts, even in classrooms. If you imagine in classrooms, a desk, bench, tables, the windows, doors, everything is made up of one kind of geometric parts. Figures like a rectangle, square, and even this your blackboard, it's a rectangle shape. Everything, this all the shapes are comes under geometry. Even in dam, constructing architecture field, constructing the temple, buildings, everywhere we are using the, everywhere, not even this particular area, in all the kind, everywhere in our world, in our day-to-day life, we are using this geometrical part in all the cases. Okay, so we can discuss about this geometrical different types. What is there inside the geometry? How the figures are made? How the, for example, you know the rectangle, square, how it's made? What is the kind? It's made up of what? For example, if you consider the human beings. Human beings made up of a small cells, isn't it? It's made up of cells. Similarly, these figures are made up of such kind of some parts. So what is that? So we can go through that. So now the first concept in geometrical idea. In the first concept in geometry, for example, I said in the geometry, in human body or human beings, we have this each part. It's made up of a cells. It's part of cells. Infinite number of cells made up of an infinite number of cells. Similarly, this geometrical shapes, figures, it's made up of an infinite number of points, isn't it? It's made up of an infinite number of points. So what does mean by point? Point, it determines a location. Point is nothing but it is determining a location. So for example, I look at this. It's showing one location. This is one location. We are using to locate this point is using capital letters, alphabets, capital letter we are using. For example, one location, this is X, so this is the location. So point is nothing but it's showing the location and we are using the capital letters to locate this points. If you write like this, it's meaningless. It's meaningless. What is that? So we have to give the name of the point or location. So we can consider this as a point. For example, this point, see, this is a point, points. So we can consider A, X, P, etc. This is called the point. So the next, this is the first thing of the geometrical figures. This is the first concept of geometry. And the next is a line. So what does mean by line? So if you take a point, the line is next version, next part of the point. So actually the line is made up of an infinite number of points. So the line is made up of an infinite number of points. So if you take a point, I'll consider one thing, I'll take one point. From this point we can draw one line. From this point we can draw one line. It's an endless line. It's an endless. We can extend Actually, I had drawn the point here A. Through this point, we can pass through the line. This line is we can extend in both the direction, and it is a endless. We can produce in both the direction, that direction and this direction. In both the direction, we can produce this points. Actually, I located 2 points A and B, but the line is made up of an infinite number of points. The line is made up of an infinite number of lines, and we can be denoted it by this line AB. We can be denoted this line is like this AB. We can be denoted AB. For example, if we want, we can draw the line PQ. So PQ, this is the line. PQ is a line. And we can't measure line. It's an infinite, we can't measure a line. So the line is made up of an infinite number of points. Actually, it made up, we can locate the points. But here I had written only 2 points, but it has an infinite number of points. Okay, so this is called the line. So if we take a point and draw a straight path that extends endlessly on both the sides, we can be extended, we can be extended in a word, and it doesn't have an end. Okay, it doesn't have an end. In both the direction we can extend the lines. So the next is a ray. What does mean by ray? So the next concept is ray. So ray is a part of line. Similarly, this is also a part of line. Ray is a part of line. Ray is a part of line. Ray is a part of line, and even though it has a one fixed end point, and in another one direction we can be producing in another one direction, it is endless, and we can extend it infinitely. We can extend it infinitely. For example, see, this is one fixed end point, so now we can consider AB. See this AB. It has a one fixed end point. It is a part. If you would remove from here to here, here to here, or here to here, if you would remove, it's a part of line. Ray is a part of line, and it has a one fixed end point. It has a one fixed end point. One fixed end point. It has a one fixed end point. Okay, it's a part of line A. So we can be denoted it by AB is like this. AB is like this. AB is a ray. It's a ray. AB is a ray. Okay. So now we can consider one more example if you want. Take the example in here. PQ. So PQ is a ray. PQ is a ray. PQ is a ray. Here AB is a ray. It's a part of line. So if you want, we can give the example for ray. For a line, we can't give the example. But for ray, we can give the example sunlight. Sun. We imagine sun is one straight. Sun is a one vertex. Sun is our end point. It's one fixed point. From the sun, the rays are emerging, isn't it? The rays are light rays are emerging, isn't it? So this is the best example for ray. Sun is one fixed point. From the fixed point, the lines, the rays are light rays are emerging. It's a ray. So what is the next? The next one more concept. This is the point. This is the line and ray. The next is a line segment. What does mean by line segment? Line segment, even though line segment is a part of line or part of ray. Actually, ray is also a part of line. So line segment is also a part of line, but it has a two fixed end point. Ray has a one fixed end point, but line segment has a two fixed end point. It has a two fixed end point. Two fixed end point. It has a two fixed end point, and it is a part of line. And we can be measure, it has a particular length. We can be measure a line segment. For example, your blackboard, see, this is a line segment. It has a two fixed end point. Here to there, it's a fixed end point. or we are to here fixed end point. We can be measure by using a measuring tape. We can measure the length of this blackboard, or we can measure the length of the window, or else the tables, or else we have this door. We can measure the length of the door. So we can line segment in our in our day-to-day life. Everywhere we will use the concept line segment. Normally we won't use lines and line segment we are using. Okay. For example, this duster. See, this is line segment because it has a two fixed end point. Here and here it has a two fixed end point. So it is a line segment. Here it is line segment. Everywhere we are using the word. We are using the concept line segment. Even in rooms, see this each edge of the rooms is a line segment. So line segment has a two fixed end point. So here A, B. So A, B. So we can write this line segment as an AB, straight line. So but we won't put the arrows. AB is a line segment. Or else XY. So XY is a line segment. XY is a line segment. Okay. So this is very important aspects. Line segments. Line segment. Okay. See the difference. Line. It has in both the side we can extends and it is endless. Line is endless. And ray is a part of line, but it has a one fixed end point. In another direction we can produce it infinitely. In one more direction we can produce infinitely. But the line segment, it has a two fixed end point and we can't produce it. And we can measure this line segment. For example, this is a 5 centimeter, this is 7.2 centimeter. We can measure the line segment, but we can't measure these two. Okay? So the next. The next is intersecting lines. The next is intersecting lines. What does mean by intersecting lines? The next is intersecting lines. If two lines or more than two also no problem. Normally we are taking 2 lines. If two lines are crossed each other at a single point. If two lines are crossed each other at a single point is called, or common point is called an intersecting line. For example, see, this is one line, this is another one. See these two lines A, B, C and D. These two lines are at a common point to go. So line we can consider line AB and line CD intersect at common point O. At common point O. These both the lines are intersect at common point O. This is called the intersecting lines. For example, this cross X, Y, L, M. So we can consider this as P. So the line XY and LM, the line XY and LM are intersect at point P. This is called the intersecting lines. Intersecting. For example, for in your social, you show to the directions east, west, north, south. It's a two lines, intersecting lines. There we are using similar like north, west, south, east, like this. Okay. So this is the concept of intersecting lines. The next is parallel lines. The next is parallel lines. Parallel lines. What does mean by parallel lines? So parallel line is nothing but the distance between the two lines are not equal. The distance between the two lines are equal and these two lines are never meet at a point. So this is a very important concept in parallel lines and in geometry. A, B, C, D. See, imagine this, there is a two lines are there. A, B and C, D are two lines are there. These two lines are, if you produce this line, it never meet at a point. And the distance between these two lines are always equal. For example, if you measure here, the distance between these two lines are 5 centimeter distance, and here also it will be same. So for imagine in our day-to-day life here you can use in most of the cases you will use this parallel line concept. Even though your blackboard, see blackboard is a parallel lines. There one line, here downwards one line. There is a two lines are there, but it never meet. The distance between each two opposite lines are always equal. Railway track is also best example. If in case if you meet some way, definitely ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ accident ಅಲ್ವಾ. So railway track, so best always they will maintain the same distance between two tracks, same distance between the two lines, isn't it? So it's an example. Even though your black desk, the lines desk, even though window or doors, everywhere most of the cases, even in here also in classroom, even in roofs, we will use the concept of parallel. It should be a parallel or else a building it may get destroyed. So most of the cases for construction work and in building apartment or in temple or everywhere, so dam, to build the dam, everywhere most of the cases we use the concept of parallel lines. So parallel line is nothing but the distance between the opposite lines here lines are always equal and it can never meet at a point. For example, if the lines are like this, A, B, C, D. If the lines are like these two are lines, isn't it? AB is also line, CD is also line. But if you produce this line, these two lines are meet at somewhere else. In one of the cases, it meet at a point. But this lines, if you produce, it never meet at a point. But it should be a parallel. The distance between these two lines must be equal. Okay, so this is how we can read this as we can denote the symbol AB is a parallel to CD. So this is the symbol of to locate, to denote parallel lines, parallel straight lines, parallel lines. So meaning this is parallel. Okay. The next is curve. So what is mean by curve? So here it is curve. It is drawing without lifting a pencil or chalk. So I will draw the figure. See, without lifting the chalk, I draw this figure. See, without lifting this, I draw this figure. See here. So these are all the curve. Without lifting a pencil or chalk or pen, if you draw the figure, it's called a curve. You should not lift it. You should not lift it. Once you start, it will become goes on continuing. So this is called a curve. So here in curve, simple curve. What does mean by simple curve? Means it doesn't have, it should not be cross each other. For example, like this, it's not a simple curve. Okay, simple curve. These are all simple curve. It should not be crossed. See here, it's not crossed each other. Here also it's not crossed each other. See, so it should not be crossed like this. For example, it's not a simple curve. Simple curve. These are all the examples for a simple curves. Simple curves. This is example for even though simple curve. And open curve or a closed curve, open curve. So this is closed curve. See, this is closed curve. Open curve means it's like a open. This is open curve. Open curve and closed 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 curve. Okay. So this is about the curve. And the next very important concept, and this is useful in everywhere in your higher class also, it will be very useful. The next concept is angles. The next concept is angles. What does mean by angle? So angle is nothing but the two rays are originate from a common point. If you two rays are originated, see this is ray, this is ray, O, A, O, B. See, these two rays are originate from the common point. This is called the angle. This is called the angle. So ray OA and ray OB, both the rays are originate from the point O. So this is called the O is called the vortex of the angle. This O is called the vortex of the angle, and here ray in this angle, ray OA OB is called the arm of the angle, arm, A-R-M. These two rays are called arm. Here we won't use the word ray, we are using the word here arm. In angle we are using the word arm to call these rays. So OA and OB are the arm and O is the vortex. So keep it in mind always. So angle is nothing but the two rays are not even two, more than two also we can. Three are rays, more, four rays, five rays, for example, like this. So everywhere, see for example, I'll consider this is P, Q, R, S, T. See all the rays, the ray PQ, the ray PR, the ray PS, the ray PT. These all the rays are originate from the common vortex. All the rays are originate from the common vortex P, and this is called the arm of the angles. Here how many angles? Here we got the one angle because two rays are originate from the common point or two rays. But here 1, 2, 3. So here how many angles are there? 1, 2, 3. There is a 3 angles are there. So how we can rate this and how we can write angle AOB, because it has a common vertex O for both the arms, for both the rays. So it is common, so it must be in the middle, because angle will form at vortex. Angle will form at vortex from the origin. So therefore we have to write it as in middle. There is an option we can write like this also, BOA. Angle BOA also we can write, but we should not write angle OAB. It's a meaning, or BAO. It's wrong. It's meaningless. The vortex must be in the middle. So this is the symbol to denote angle. Angle AOB, angle BOA. Or any option we can read like this also, like this also. Then how to read this? Angle TPS, angle SPR, angle RPQ. Or else we can angle QPR, angle RPS, angle SPG. Like that also we can read. But this P should be in the middle. Why? Because P is a vortex, origin of these angles. So this is called the angle. Just keep it in mind. This is the vortex and this is the arm of the angles. And even in the angles there is so many types are there: acute angle, straight angle, acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle. See, this is acute angle, straight angle, obtuse angle, this is right angle, this is acute, this is right, this is obtuse, and this is straight angle, and this is reflex angle, and this is complete angle, because two rays like this, two arms are there here. Here two arms are, we can see here. Here this is two arms of the angle. Here also these two are here. This is two arms. Here also these two arms. But here two arms are overlapping each other. So it's a complete angle. It's a complete angle. This is 360 degree. This is less than 90 degree, more than 0 degree. This is equal to 90 degree. This is more than 90 degree, less than 180 degree. This is equal to 180 degree. This is more than 180, less than 360. Everything we can learn 7th standard that we can discuss. Just I am giving the introduction, the types of the angles, and in complete angle we will get one 360 degree. It's like a circle. We will get one complete angle is 360 degree. Okay, thank you.